A wrecked car right there?
Yeah.
And then white barrel?
Yeah. Are you going to practice?
Blue?
There.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where'd the little thank you? Where'd the little plucky thing go? Did you see it?
Oh, it went on.
Blue?
I got it. Just being such a fucking pain in the ass. So easy at Stan's house, and then this here is one of these wants to be. That might be why. Did I grab the thing down there? Sensor out.
I got it turned down. It's almost that.
Which way do you
I
want?
want it this way.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I think we finally got I think we finally got all our technical situation figured out here. Welcome to race 2 of the HOPAC season. Cars are currently going through tech, and we should be getting underway with the qualifying heat races here momentarily. Sorry, we had a whole bunch of issues with the getting the camera set up and everything, but everything will be going good now, and we're ready to rock and roll. Not sure who will be up first, but we'll keep checking, and we'll get back to you guys soon to see who will be up first for qualifying. He's coming. He's got to fill his glass. All right. We're getting ready. We'll have pros up first. There'll be 3 heats with 5 in each heat, so there'll be 1 sit out on the pro side. On the amateur side, when we come to the amateur races, we will have 3 even numbered 4-person heats. So we'll then more than likely we'll go pro, am, and then am again. So 6 total heats between pro and amateur to set our field for the mains later. Looks like we've got Jimmy Nye on the track. Jimmy Nye will be in white. Jim Mitchell's in this heat or not? And then we'll have getting ready to warm up here. So, Jimmy Nye, Ron will be in yellow, Danny in red, and Jim down there in the blue lane. I think we've got a 2-minute warm up here, and then we'll line them up and race. And they'll be starting down there towards the camera there on the back, basically what's the front straightaway. The timing system is the white tower you see in the middle of the racetrack. That's where timing and scoring is at. We'll get warm up done. They'll clean their tires. Uh-oh. Oh, somebody's just, okay. Yellow was messing around with his controller there. So it looks like Jim Mitchell will be in this heat, but I think he'll be the sit out by the looks of it. So that is your 5 for heat 1 on the pro side.
So we don't necessarily need to run another. Oh, we don't. We need this here. We need that berry. Where's that berry? How's it running? Oh, yeah. Where do you need me, Andre? In that corner. Once we get started.
Yeah. Warm up should almost be over. It might be going a little long here because they needed to get. There we go. Everybody will clean your tires and we will rock and roll with heat 1. Heat 1 of race 1 of the qualifying round. Yeah, they were yelling for you.
I didn't hear nobody yelling. I guess you yelling right word. Good car. You're in red.
No, it's hard.
And look how the car's at.
Right here.
Right there over there by the computer.
Those fucking in their eyes. Yeah. What we looking for? She there? You guys? Yes. Oh yeah. You don't know the.
All right.
I know. It's awesome.
Yeah, I got you warmed up.
Okay, so 2 more minutes of practice on 3.
Oh, okay.
1, 2.
So we're gonna have 2 more.
This is the last practice.
Okay. So they're running practice here for the other member. So Jim Mitchell is in this heat. So I would watch out.
I was like, okay.
Jimmy's a little confused over here.
I'll take it.
Okay. So I would have to say in this heat, watch out for Jimmy Nye. He's in the red shirt here. His car is the pink, white, and blue car. And then Jim Mitchell will be the other one, I think, in this heat to watch. He is in I think he's running a green 917. The field is pretty much dominated by 917s. like I said in a previous video, you could run one of three bodies in this class this year. You could run a 917, which is what most of the field is, a 512M Ferrari, or the GT70 Lolas, but most everybody's going with the 917.
You need us to motion somewhere? Hey, Gary, you want me to motion down here? Yeah.
So Shaden down there doing some corner work.
Thank you.
You sure can. You better hurry.
I'm running.
I'm a running.
You're running in the first?
Yes, sir. You're okay last time. Yeah, I made it to the meeting last week.
All right, everybody understands this is a round robin. So you're gonna come off on red.
There you go.
Put it on the heat. Which ones again? Right? He's here. He's here. We learned you something today now.
All right, waiting on one more car in red. We will be ready to go. Sorry about that. I dropped the mic.
Qualifier for the go team.
Here comes a race. And they're off. Red lane out in the lead, followed by Jimmy Nye and Jim Mitchell. Jimmy running there in second. Oh. Mitchell got caught up in a wreck there. Still red leading with Jimmy in the white, trying to see if he can run him. Oh! Still holds second place, though. So red lane still out front, Jimmy in second, Jim Mitchell still in third, and Ron in the yellow lane bringing up the rear. Looks like we're at 11, 11, 10, and 8. Nope. Nice reach, Shaden.
1 minute. Go.
Oh, man, come on now. Now you put so many calls on once. You gotta let the guys go by there.
They're not human.
You only put so many calls on once.
They're not human. They have no feelings. Just let them have it.
I'll give it back to you.
They're in the way.
Still red out in front, still Jimmy in second. On the same, looks like we're 20 laps in for first and second. 21 laps in now. With 20 seconds to go. Oh. It's in. Oh, no, it wasn't. There we go.
That was a good word right there, though.
Sorry.
Looks like Jimmy's still going to come in second in this heat. Coming to. So, yep. Here, we'll go that way. That way you can go that way.
You see yellow, red, right? Oh, we have that wrong.
So, red lane in first. Jimmy Nye in second with 26. Jim Mitchell in third. I think that's 25. And then. I don't think it works that way.
Pardon me? You should. You gotta go walk around. Yeah. Take it.
What's
going on?
We don't need no stinking practice.
You have a bypass switch?
Oh,
Where you stop.
Okay, everybody stay off.
So when you come back on, you know where to put your
Everybody
car.
stay off. I'm gonna let Steve do a warm up and
Appreciate
we really didn't know which lane.
You can throw it. If you're gonna throw one, you can throw it.
Instead of lane one.
You can only throw it if you're gonna.
Well, that you got to be accurate. You don't want to miss him by a foot.
There's that accurate thing.
Yeah, it's accuracy. Accuracy's key. If you can't pitch, don't throw me my car. I'll come and get it myself.
So you're out on.
I just gave it a second.
Jump in.
I gave it a second official line.
All right, so Mr. Mitchell's down in the white lane now.
Stay off. Don't put your car on the track. Steve's gonna take a 2-minute warm up because he didn't get a chance to warm up.
So we're gonna have a little 2-minute warm up here, and then we'll get back to running this group of heats.
Sandman.
All right, here we get it ready for heat 2.
All right, so here comes your countdown for the start of the second heat on 3.
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
And we're off.
Sorry for the confusion in the first half.
So computer will be showing who is the overall leader right now, and that is Blue Lane. So he's the one that was in red that won heat 1. Jim Mitchell's in second. Don in third, and then the yellow lane is just coming on the racetrack, so he's going to be a little behind everybody else. Oh, it's okay. Somebody's adjusting his controller there. It looked a little strange for a second.
Okay, so up next in the amateur group will be Jay, Cliff, Errol, and Mike Ray.
You got a 4-2, Steve. You're ripping.
Oh, that was red lane off. Back in.
Okay.
Jim in the white lane trying to reel in the leader. Looks like it's a 42 or 43 to a 41. Now 42 overall. Coming down 15 seconds to go. Blue still leading overall with Jim Mitchell in second. Red lane is in third, and then yellow is in 4. He's got 26, which he's right on pace with what he did in the first heat. So they get 27 overall. That's a good first lane run there. So that's going to be a good going through the rest of the heats.
I'm out there.
So we got Jimmy Nye coming back on the track in yellow. He's down there in the corner after the S's.
I'm wondering, could I please have that ugly green card down there? Just give it a.
Everybody getting set up here, getting ready for heat 3 of 5. Lights come in 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds.
I took a part of all you out last night. Here we go.
All right.
15 seconds.
You know, straight away.
I might get my money's worth today.
Maybe. Hey, here comes your pen.
I'm on the bench.
All right.
Remember what, Lynn?
So the current overall leader is now in white. Jimmy is coming back on in yellow. Oh, and they're off. So keep an eye on those two cars. Jim Mitchell is off the track right at the moment. Everybody running good. Still somebody. Go ahead.
Yep.
Still working with his controller there. Not quite sure what he wants to do. White out front, so leader still overall leading. Jimmy Nye coming back in to the heat. So the current overall leader's got a heat up on him because Jim was one heat and done, and now he's back in. The current overall leader hasn't set out yet, which I believe he goes out after this heat. So we'll have to see what Jimmy can do after that, and then Jim Mitchell will be back in.
That's a readjustment my hand. Oh, shit.
Oh, leader off. Jimmy's right with him now, so let's see. That's going to help in his overall. Jimmy is in a gutter. Oh, when he comes off. That hurts a little bit. Got into that corner just a little too hot. Coming to 20 seconds to go. White still leading overall, so it's white. Oh, yeah. White, blue, red, yellow. Ooh, and Jimmy's off again down here coming out of this other tight corner. Jimmy building back up again. And into the heat. So white. So the current leader will be off. And Mr. Mitchell will be in the yellow lane. Going into heat 4 of 5. 2 heats to go. Next heat to watch was the first AM heat. Cliff will be in it. Cliff's a really good racer. He won. He is the AM winner from the first race. Shaden will also be in that heat. And then I can't quite remember who the other two were. So it's going to be interesting to watch. Oh, here comes the next first AM heat will be.
Next race is Mike, Gray, Errol Fox, Cliff, and Shade.
Oh, okay. So Daryl will also be in that. So Daryl will also be in that heat. So 3 really good racers in that heat. And Daryl missed the first race, I guess. Actually, you were over here, Jimmy. You were coming out of the corner.
It is not going to make a difference.
You were right here.
Was it?
No, okay.
I can give him a push. Push truck.
Here comes your countdown for E4 on 3. The camera can't see that. 1, 2.
And they're off. Get in there.
It's okay, buddy. Don't worry about it.
There we go. All right.
They just announced it now. I
think they're on. First one's Cliff, Shaden, Daryl, and I can't remember who the fourth one was, but it's not You're not in the first one.
These guys on the left.
No, they got one more heat after this. All right. White out in the lead. So it's white, blue, yellow, red. So that's Jimmy's in second. Let's see. Oh, he's playing with his controller.
Okay, he warmed up with a Prius. He got in the Porsche and he moved it off.
Thank you.
Jim come off there around here in the first corner. That's a tight corner right down here in the yellow lane. That corner and this corner are probably the two tightest on the racetrack in yellow. White coming off there. With blue out in the lead. White, yellow, red. This looks like just under 30 seconds.
Yeah, the garage heats up pretty fast. We can open the garage door just a tiny bit. Yeah, the airflow. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Good grab, Shaden.
Nice heat. So blue, white, yellow, red. Going into the last heat.
All right, and it's Doug.
So whoever wins this will set the mark for top qualifier.
I ain't worried about it. I moved the.
What's down to that white little sticker is? No dick or sticker.
Always must have a sticker. Oh. So that was Steve in the blue lane, and he is now moving to white. So he gets to finish in a really good lane.
What's that?
If I send you a bump,
Here we go, 10 seconds.
So last heat. Let's see who sets the marks for the pros here for lap total.
Here comes your countdown on 3, 45.
Come the lights.
1, 2, 3.
And got you, Jim. Let's see who wins this. Steve is the one leading with the yellow lane in second. Jimmy with Jim Mitchell up into Jimmy Nye is he's in the red lane. Oh, Jim Mitchell is okay. Yellow and red are battling. Oh, that came all the way down the straightaway.
Rider.
Nice stop, Cliff.
Grab.
1 minute in.
Thank you.
White lane still leading.
So twisty there, huh?
Yellow in second. Red 3. Jimmy in 4.
Another minute and a half, you can.
Coming to 40 seconds. Still Steve out in front. Doug in second. Jimmy Nye 4. Jim Mitchell 3. That was Jimmy off the racetrack there in blue. 20 seconds to go. Still Steve leading in white. And Doug in yellow in second. With Jim Mitchell in 3.
What is rubbing?
Okay.
And
Please mark your spot.
mark your spot. Yeah. So Steve with one. Shaden, what is that? 107? Yeah.
Yeah.
107. So 107 is a mark to beat in the pros right
On the
now.
front edge of the track, right here, someplace on the outside, so it don't get all this. No, I'm over here.
I gotta get out of the way because both Cliff and Shaden need to get out of here so they can go get their cars and their controllers because they're up in the AM's first race for qualifying.
Go get my controller.
Yeah,
Might help if I get it.
my controller might help there, Cliff.
Okay, this is Mitchell.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is amateur qualifier. First one, Shaden, Cliff, Carol, Mike. Get your cards. Everybody
I'm gonna come over here. Hey, put that down. Is that loaded?
Thank you. Huh?
All right, so we got warm up for heat 1 of the AM class here. This will be Daryl Box, Shaden Osman, Cliff, and so we'll get going here. Getting ready for the warm up here.
That's the ground. Oh, we're playing your song while you're doing it. No, I'm doing it. Hold it up.
Oh, do you want it back?
All the dust off.
It's over by the bar. I set it by our boxes. Duration, you don't need it right now. Focus. Focus.
1, 2, 3. 1 minute warm up, is that what it is?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
1, 2.
We got 1 second.
All right, warm up. Oh, Daryl's doing donuts.
So after each round robin, Gary has 3 sets of 3 cards, and I haven't saved the juice to save all the time.
Get the warm up in here, and then we'll line them up and race. There'll be no sit outs in the AM heats. It's 4 in each heat. We have 12 total. So Cliff will be probably one to watch in this heat. He won the first AM round of the season. We'll have to see how Shaden does here. He's in a tough lane right off the bat, but he will get that one done. And actually, he's in the best lane to start in, if you ask me. In yellow, get it done and out of the way. Daryl could be pretty quick in red, so keep an eye on that bright orange car or that bright red car in the red lane. And then John is in the bright orange car in the blue lane. And then Shane will be in the black with the green stripe in the yellow lane. With Cliff also running a bright orange car. Shade messing around with his controller there a little bit, getting it dialed in for the blue, yellow lane. Yeah.
2 4 races, 2 4-person races, 2 5-person races for amateur.
No, it's 4s all the way across for AM.
How many?
12 total.
Oh, so they got 3.
3 4 races.
Yeah.
And the pro can be 3 5.
3 5s, yeah. All right, warm up is done. Everybody will clean their tires and we'll get going. You want it?
No, so that's why I said I should have just left it in the box. Ran.
How many amateurs are there?
12. So 3 4-person heats.
We'll switch it to one of my junkers.
Shane.
Oh, they extended them.
Like that.
Oh, okay.
It broke.
Okay, so now
So I've been in a brace
reattached and
9 weeks. Reattached for limited use.
Still stiff.
I'm supposed to just do this for the first week.
Thanks, Gary.
And then I'm supposed to get a little tighter the second week.
It is, yeah.
Any seams in that truck?
No,
That's what is one.
it's one piece. It's a Bristol, just like the
How
rest.
do they do the one? How does the CNC?
That's got to be a
No,
big.
there's a
Is there?
There's a grate.
Okay, yeah, in the center of the table. All right, we're off with heat 1. Cliff and oh, everybody's off. Shaden comes through. Daryl comes through. Oh, Shaden off. Back on. Ooh, somebody's.
Drop the body.
Yep. And that's blue lane. Oh. So it's red out front, which is Daryl.
Is that a body rubbing against the tire?
No, I think it's on the track. It's on the rail. I think he lost the body pin off of one side and it's drooping, or off the back or something. Yeah, always tape in your pins.
Slowing it down, right?
Maybe a little bit. Oh, he's out back in.
Got back on.
He's backing off just a skosh there, Shaden. Getting off on it just a tick too soon right there. So Red's still out in front, which is Cliff. Blue is in second with Shaden in 3 and White in 4. Oh, Shaden jumps up to the 2 spot. So Daryl's still out in front with Shaden running second.
Those cross-eyed get hit by a horse. Straightens out when it falls in your way.
Looks like coming to 5 seconds. Nice. So Daryl 1, Shaden 2. Looks like Cliff 3, John 4. Shaden's in a good spot here and getting yellow done and out of the way. They're going to red.
Hey, Gary, look me on that, Daryl.
So Cliff will be down here in the yellow lane. Shade moves to red. Daryl will be in blue, and John moves to the white lane.
I drove it for a year. I didn't do it.
What was I at, Gary? Oh, I had just crossed, huh? Thank you.
All right, so Shaden's right there with Cliff, and they're in. He's moving to red, so he's going to be in a little bit of a better lane.
Okay, 15 seconds. Very good. Very good.
So it looks like we're almost ready to go. Everybody's in, and here come the lights.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2.
All right, and they're off. Shaden is in a good lane here. If he can just stick with Cliff, he should be pretty good. Oh. Cliff came out, Shaden hit him, knocked him out as well. Oh, we're off the racetrack. Yellow lane there, that was Cliff. Daryl out front, still leading the heat. Shaden is still in second in the red lane. So close to red and white. It was. That was Shaden. He came out and went into the white lane. He needs to back off his trigger pull just a little bit out of this corner going down the back straightaway. Almost got taken out again right there. Daryl still out in front with the white lane in second. Oh, Shaden just jumps back up into second. Followed by White and followed by Cliff in yellow. With 25 seconds to go. Cliff's having a lot of issues in the yellow lane here. Just can't quite. Oh, Shaden. Oh, now. Oh, he made it through that. See if we can get one more here. There we go. So Daryl's still 1, Shaden's still 2. White 3 and Cliff in 4. 2 heats in, 2 to go. All right. Looks like everybody's in. Getting ready to go with heat 3. So John is now in yellow lane. Daryl is now in white. Shaden will be in blue, and Cliff is now in the red lane. So here we go with the start of heat 3. And they're off. Let's see what Shaden can do here down in the blue lane. Blue lane on this racetrack technically is not a gutter. It's a really quick lane. See if Shaden can try and run Daryl down. He's quite a ways ahead of him though. And actually that's red lane that's catching him. That's Cliff and red going around Shaden. Daryl is reeling Shaden in a little bit here. That was Daryl off. So that gives Shaden, actually that's let Shaden catch back up to him again. Oh, Ryder, not no more. Oh, Shaden. Shaden came off there. He was reeling Daryl in a little bit there. Now Daryl's catching him again. So it's still Daryl Box, Shaden, Cliff, and then John. Kind of looks like Daryl might have this heat wrapped up a little bit, but Shaden still has to run that white lane as well. Out and back in. Can I buy one of those guide pens? All right, Shaden just gets through the timer there. So Daryl still leading. Looks like Shaden actually won that heat. So Shaden still 2, Cliff 4, and Mike 5. One heat to go. Shaden will be in white. Daryl will be in the gutter in yellow. Cliff moves down to the blue lane, I believe. And John will be in white. Hey, no adding extra weight to the nose of that car.
It helps just a grand.
Hey, that's still weight.
Yeah, place over there. I used to. The kid races hydro, so we were over there last year. I think he won. Buy a shirt. Kind of funny. Kid lived in Seattle his whole life in the summer. And
So Daryl and Shaden are tied. 72-72 going into the last heat. Yeah, it was ebb and flow. Shaden pulled away from it, and Daryl started reeling them in. And Shaden and Daryl. Two out there. There's John out and Shaden out. Ooh, nice. Good teamwork. Daryl still out in front leading the heat. Shaden still second. Daryl's got a lap up on him now. He was reeling him in there. They were on the same lap, but just because Daryl didn't quite make it to the timing post there. Ooh, Shaden off, pushed it just a little too much there after the timing tower. Still second. Still second. So that blue car going around him is third, but he had a lap up on him. Back it off a little bit, getting in there, bud. Getting in it just a little too hot. Looks like Daryl's still. Just going to see if Daryl gets to the 107 mark here. With 30 seconds to go.
30 seconds remaining.
So it's still Daryl, Shaden, Cliff, and Mike. Daryl's at 92.
I lost one.
Like Shaden got taken out there. I don't think they're going to get to 107. Nope. So Daryl with 90, like 94, Shaden with 93. He got taken out a couple of times. All right. Going into race 2 for the pros. Haven't quite heard who's in it yet, so we'll have to wait for that announcement. Looks like Cliff Mooney might be one of Hey. Oh, you got it.
You know, at least Elijah has
Doesn't seem, I haven't heard
All
anybody.
right, so we got Walt Moon in the yellow lane. Sean will be in yellow. Brad is in red, and John is in blue. And then they'll come in and let the fifth guy warm up, and then they'll get ready and get started. Need to be able to move here so I can actually see the monitor and see everybody's names. Still working on everybody's name that runs with this group. Walt Moon's a pretty good racer. Sean in the white lane is a really good racer as well. Brad too. Brad in red is pretty good as well. So those are probably the three to keep an eye on in this main.
One out of the way. You need more climbing. Yeah.
Which side?
You still got time? You got time? You're gonna get another ride?
Get them all out there.
There are those days. I know. There's days I feel like, yeah, I can do this, and there's days I'm. That was my weekend in the real club.
Oh, that's cool.
That was okay. Where were you at? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Track day? No. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just.
Well, no, I don't have practice.
Yeah.
All right. Coming to 9 to go in this warm up. Be warmed up, and then they'll let the other guy warm up, and we'll be ready to race. All right, so it's Rick Bailey, the fifth member of this heat.
Hold on a minute.
All right, so we get that all figured out. Aiden wasn't on the list, so we had to get him on there. So we're getting ready to start heat 1 of race 2 for the pros.
Who's in yellow?
Walt, his car is being worked on.
What's
We got a gear change going on over here.
No, I mean, it takes a real.
I'm gonna repair the car now, come on. Oh, that's right.
So waiting on Walt's car here. They're doing a little tune into that car real quick. And we will see who can take this heat. So after looking at this lineup, it's going to be a good heat here. The Pro Mark, so I got a little confused there. The Pro Mark is 107, high qualifier so far. AM high qualifier right now is 93 with shading one lap back at 92. And I think second in Pro is 106, 105, something like that. So those are the marks. All right.
Is that like a 50 lap penalty for not having a car ready?
Only got 3 wheels on it.
Teeter totter.
Thank you. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Okay, all right.
That's the only one. I did.
Here comes your countdown.
All right, here comes countdown. Heat 1 of Pro Qualifier Race 2.
1, 2, 3.
And they're off. Very quick out of the box. Everybody fairly close together. Brad and the Reds out in front. Walt in second. John in 3. And Sean 4. Rick Bailey will be the other one to watch in this heat as well. Rick's a really good car builder. Built some really fast cars.
It was all about love, Rick. All love, baby. Working any better, Walt?
Yeah.
So the next Pro here, AM Heat, will have 5 because Aiden was not on the list, I noticed, so we were looking. So everybody is on 12. Fastest right now is a 4.299 by Sean in a white lane. Best time overall is a 4.079 in red. So it's white lane. Oop, Brad coming back up. He must have had an off. That looked like white that was off, so Brad should jump into the lead here. Oh, maybe not. Everybody at 17 with 35 seconds to go. You guys will notice here too in these pro races, you're not going to see a lot of offs. These guys are really good at running these cars. Very, very nice. So 15 seconds to go. Brad and Red still out in front. Sean in second. Walt 3, John 4. We got a 24, 23, 23, 23. So Brad's almost got a lap lead on everybody.
With 1 second to go.
There it is. Brad 1, 26. Sean 2 with 25. Walt 3 with 25. And John 4 with 24. Fastest lap in that heat was a 4.079 in the red lane.
Out on white, in on yellow. So Rick is in on yellow.
So here comes Rick Bailey
Sean is out.
in the yellow lane. Sean is out. You're out.
Here, Walt. Push it. That's where you make
Here we come with heat 2.
3. Second heat of 5.
Oh, you put on backwards, Walt?
Yeah. What happened?
You're okay, buddy.
He wanted a little test there. All right. Brad still out in front in the blue lane. Walt is actually so overall leader right now is Brad at 32. Walt's at 30. John's at 30. And then, of course, Rick is just now coming on the racetrack, so he's only at 7.
Good slide.
Oh, had a runner. Oh, snag. Got it. That was white lane. That was John. So heat leader right now is the overall leader in blue.
Okay, 45 seconds. Brad extending his lead slightly. Has a 3-lap lead over Walt.
That's
Has a 3-lap lead over John.
Andre, you hear in the background there. So fast lap right now in this heat is the Rick Bailey in yellow with a 3.977 in the yellow lane. Told you he built fast cars. 15 seconds. Brad still leads the heat and overall. He's got 2 laps
5 seconds.
on the next closest for this heat, which is Bailey in the yellow lane.
Okay, that's the
End of the heat.
Out is John. And
So Bailey, Brad wins that and overall. Walton second.
John, get out!
John was 3 and Bailey was 4. But Bailey will come in and run all the way through.
Okay, so up next will be another round.
Okay, Sean will be back on the racetrack now in the yellow lane. He had a pin come out in that first heat, come off the body. Had the body dragging a little bit, was causing him some handling issues. So we'll
Oh yeah, but not counting the Western States. I'd say 30. Like I've had like
26.
we had like 32.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes your countdown. On 3, drivers.
here come the lights.
On 3, here we go.
Start of heat
1,
3.
2, 3. Yeah, I think I might play.
Brad, the leader of the overall race so far in this one, is in the white lane right now. Walt will be in blue, Sean in yellow, and Rick Bailey in the red lane.
Oh, that was crazy. That was insane. So you are up next, I believe. Let me check. No, you're not. You're in the A. So the next race coming up is the B.
So Bailey's still, or Brad's still out in front in this in the white lane with 10, followed by Bailey with 9 and Sean with 9.
Oh, yeah. Well, the earlier you test, the later you stop.
So minute in. Brad still leads this heat with Sean second, Moon 3 and Bailey 4. Overall, it's still Brad with 70, Walt with 63, Sean with 41, and Rick Bailey with 36. This is only his second heat, though. 3 of 5. With about 35 seconds left in the heat.
Oh, Ryder.
Not a rider. That was Brad in white,
White, this one.
which and he'll be
Whiteness?
Yes.
Okay.
he'll be off like he needs it.
Yeah, I lost on the corner.
So overall leader now has a 5-lap lead on
10
second.
seconds remaining. Brad's still out front.
So fastest in this heat would have been Bailey once again in the red lane.
Okay, tumbles are corrected. In is John, out is
Yep.
Brad.
So 2 heats to go. 79. That's 21. I don't know if Brad's going to get to 107.
That's all right.
So John will be back in here in the yellow lane. I think it's. Oh yeah, Brad's the one who'll be off the racetrack. He was in white, so he'll be off. And then he'll be back in for 1 heat,
You get my last.
which will be the blue lane. Yeah, you got it.
And I missed it. I missed one.
I don't think you
Oh, you
needed it,
missed
but you
one
know.
too? Oh, shit, okay, all right, I'll get it.
Oh, with my other two.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. that is-
All right, here comes the countdown for heat 4 of 5.
1, 2, 3.
And they're off.
48, that's 5.
And that's what oh, there it goes.
So you got the big boom up. Go fast.
So close between top 3 right now with all with 6. Walt is leading. Oh, no. Red is leading the heat. Sean in the red lane is leading the heat. With Walt not far behind. And then Rick Bailey. And then John in the yellow lane. So Walt and Sean are both on. Oh, Sean's a little bit ahead, but they're both on 13.
1 minute to go. With Aiden, Troy, Stan, Mitch, and Bill.
So we're 30 in. Sean leads this heat overall with Walt in second, followed by Rick Bailey in 3 and John in 4. The overall now is Walt at 94, Sean at 72, John at 65, and Rick Bailey at 65. With 1 heat to go, and Brad will come back in and one heat in the yellow lane. They're not going to get to, Walt's got a shot at 107.
Okay, that is the end of the 4th heat.
So Sean with the win in that heat.
Brad is in. Walt is out. Walt's all done.
So Walt's done, so he didn't get to 107. So Brad's coming back in yellow. He's at 79. He's got a shot. I don't know if he's going to get to 107. That's the top lap total right now for pro.
You know,
Yeah, you got to give it a shot.
oh yeah.
Someone else professionally do it.
On three.
All right, here we go. Let's start heat 5
1, 2.
of the pros.
Okay, final heat.
That's a hub. It's a ring. Jim's doing something with
The
it.
number to beat is 107.
So,
Pretty close.
Brad might have a shot. Sean might one too.
Drake Shea.
All right, so Bailey actually leading this heat, followed by Sean, followed by John and Brad. Just a minute 20 to go in the heat. Gonna have to get into the 20, almost 25, 26 to break 107, I think.
No, he would.
Man,
He
Bailey.
would have to go.
He's at 91 right now, so is Sean.
He would have to. If 10 more, that's.
That's 102.
Minute down, minute to go.
They ain't gonna get there.
He ain't gonna get there now. So who takes it then?
Whoever won the first heats
40 seconds.
set the mark
it
at
was,
107.
Gloria.
Yeah. So Rick Bailey now leading this heat, followed by Sean, followed by Brad, followed by John, with 25 seconds to go. There's 99, 100. Oh, it's gonna be close.
I get 6 more laps. it's
That's gonna be
106.
close. That's gonna be close. Him and Sean both might get there. 10 seconds. Gonna be tight. Let's see if they can pull it out. Brad's still leading overall. Sean second. Rick Bailey 3. John 4. 104. So Brad and Sean get 104. So I'm gonna give you the shade now because I got a race.
So we got Bill in yellow, Mitch in white, Troy in blue, and Stan in red. Two-minute warm up coming up here. So we'll see how this race goes. Car to watch is the black 917. That's going to be Troy in the blue lane. Now Aiden's coming on to practice in yellow. It's going to be a round robin this time. Four one in yellow for Aiden.
One,
Lights are coming.
3.
We got Stan, Troy, and Mitch. Real close race between both of them. Looks like Troy is catching Stan here. They just keep it on the track and just stay with each other. Stan comes off. Troy takes the lead. Going to be a lot of ground to make up. Looks like Stan is reeling in Troy slowly but surely. They're side by side now. Well, Stan takes back the lead. Troy comes off in the S's.
I know when I started, I'm gonna be 3 weeks to finish it. I don't want to use the last race.
Troy comes off in the front straight again. Troy and Stan on the same lap now.
Going in, and Nick will be coming out.
He's rolling them in slowly but surely. Should keep it on. Troy takes back the lead. Stan comes off in the S's.
All right, moving.
Okay. You got like 5 seconds.
5 seconds for the countdown.
On 3. 1.
Here come the
2,
lights.
3.
And here we are.
Mike Wolf. Got Troy in the lead now. Stan and Troy on the same lap.
All Troy needs to do is just keep it in. I think he's got it. Bill comes off in the first chicane. That's again. Troy has a big lead on Stan here. All Troy needs to do is keep it in, and he'll be set to. He's on track to beat lead laps here. All he needs to do is keep it in. Looks like Troy is starting to catch Stan. I'm gonna might lap him here. Oh, 2 come out and
Sabotage!
Troy still has a big lead on Stan here. Aiden leading the lap here on 21. Aiden has not crashed at all this heat.
Troy maintaining his lead.
Good racing by everybody so far.
Come on, Stan, man.
Troy coming to get around Aiden. Aiden has 2 laps on him
In is
now.
Mitch. Out is Troy. Yes.
Stan off for this heat. And Stan comes in.
Okay.
No,
Everybody ready?
Yes.
no, Mitch comes in. Mitch comes in, not Stan. Stan's going
Okay, here
out.
comes your countdown. On 3. 1.
Lights coming in 3.
2, 3.
Here we go.
Start of heat 3. Troy, your leader is out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Stan taking the overall lead over this main. Looks like Stan leading the heat as well. Aiden second, Bill fourth. Bill third, and Mitch fourth.
This is Mitchell. He's my friend. My brother's name is Bill.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's actually my dad's name. They call him Mitch.
Really?
Yeah.
Aiden and Stan right next to each other.
They call him Mitch. Everybody calls him Mitch.
Mitchell was the drummer for Jimi Hendrix.
Growing up, whoever called it Mitch.
Aiden in the lead now
1 minute to
It's
go.
a family name.
of the heat.
Yeah. My dad was born in 1930.
Aiden is also on track to beat the overall lap count in amateur. Bill comes off in the S's.
Hey, I'll give you $50 for that car.
I think you got the double electric.
Stan comes off in the S's. Aiden has a big lead, one lap over Stan there. Almost two.
Yeah, every time the bleeding car be talking to somebody.
Aiden now has 2 laps over Stan
But then the same car will get
in this
passed
heat.
around everybody.
5 seconds left in this heat.
Aiden really on track to beat the overall. 52 in the second he's raced.
The white is
Troy back in on yellow. We'll see what he can do. He's at 48 when he came out. So we'll see how it goes.
okay. Here comes.
A light.
14.
Looks like Bill takes the lead over this heat so far.
And like, I'm on red. It's on the yellow sticker. I'm sorry, no, it's the yellow.
Aiden now leading the heat, tied close with Troy and Bill.
What happened to your race? I got crumbed out.
Go in.
Aiden setting really fast lap times right now with 4.6s and 4.5s.
One minute. Down, one to go. Oh, shit.
Aiden and Troy are real close right now.
Way to go, Jim.
We see Aiden, Troy, and Mitch, not Bill. Bill came off a lot.
I have marshaled more mains. Gary Beal more victories.
Troy and Aiden both are over Stan in overall lap times. Aiden at 74 and Troy at 70.
6 mains a day, Rich.
Stan does still have one more heat after this.
Chapter 4. In
The lights come in 3,
2, 3.
and we're off. Aiden and Troy take the first lap. Stand right behind them. All Aiden needs to beat is 94. He's on track to beat that. Aiden and Troy driving really well today. Troy comes off in the S's.
They were gonna be T2 the whole freaking day.
Looks like I'm gonna drop below.
But it does have.
I'm sitting second overall.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Aiden on the same lap as the lead lap. Aiden is the lap to beat for the amateur now. Aiden at 96 and going higher. 30 seconds left. Troy at 92. Stan at 86. And Mitch at 79.
107. Wow.
I can't get it.
104. 104 for Aiden. Highest, and so he will qualify to the A main.
Me second so far. All right. So second overall so far.
Second overall. I'm fourth.
All right. So far, our top qualifiers right now in AM would be Aiden 1. I think I'm 2. Aiden, Daryl 3, Shaden 4 right now with one heat to go, or one main to go in the qualifying rounds. So we've got the next pro heat coming up, or the last pro heat actually. So Andre will be in this one, so that's going to be one to watch.
Did somebody grab your car, Glenn?
Right.
Yeah, somehow I've got my body in somebody else's car. What? Yeah, no wonder I was doing so shitty. And this wasn't my fault either.
I wonder who is ahead of you or behind you in tech. That might be where yours is at.
Let's see.
Who did that thing?